Okay, we are recording.
I'm not going to tell it.
1, 2, 3.
Ho!
So Jeff was just telling us a story about how he murdered an open mic
No,
at a barbecue
cut
place
this.
on
I don't
Monday.
want- I don't want this on there. I
Come
hate
on,
this.
dude.
I hate this.
Come on.
Oh,
Remember
I
when
hate
you
it.
and Chris Shepard did a whole set holding hands? Or was that Casso?
Casso. Yeah.
You and Casso or Casso and Chris Shepard?
No, me and Casso held hands during my set, and then the pictures of that is crazy. I have a shirt that is like 3 sizes too small.
Is it too small?
Oh yeah, I was
can see-
thinking immediately
I
the
was gonna say,
SpongeBob
is it the
shirt.
SpongeBob shirt?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
it was like 3 sizes too small. You can see like my happy trail poking out.
Oh.
It's crazy.
It is wild, dude.
It is
and
a
that's
nuts-
I think people don't understand that was like a goofy thing at an open mic, but not a weird night.
Mm-mm.
You having your belly out, holding hands with another man in the corner of a room at a barbecue place where you're trying to do stand-up comedy on a Monday night in Broward County, Florida, not weird.
No.
That's what stand-up is.
That's nature healing itself.
Sometimes recently I've been telling crowds, this isn't that bad of a show, and that will get them to laugh because they are like, holy shit, really? Like, I'll be somewhere where it's bad and be like struggling and just be like, thank you guys for being here. This is actually pretty good. And they're like, holy shit, for real? I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah, comedy sucks sometimes.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's the worst thing in the world. Don't do it.
I
if you're
like it.
thinking about it.
Don't do it. I love comedy more than most things, but don't do it. If you think, oh, I'm funny, you're not.
No, you're definitely not.
Yeah.
No, you can do it. It's fine.
You
Just
should do it every
don't-
day.
Don't do it in South Florida.
Stop hanging out with your friends and family. Commit
Yeah,
to
that's
open
a
mics.
That's a sick move.
Think about all the responsibilities that you have. Are you willing to abandon those? Think about all the people who rely on you.
Think about all the money you make right now. Quit your job.
Cut that in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spend that drinking 3 beers a night at open mics.
Yeah.
That's not me. That's more Jeff.
That's
That's
my
more
move.
Jeffy's speed.
My
Me and-
speed is actually pour Jack Daniels into a coffee mug and drink it on the way there.
That's a crazy move. Dude, like if somebody, I love you and I think you're a hilarious comic and I'm happy to do this podcast with you. If somebody could see just the clip, like if there was just like a fly on the wall camera of you at the house before you're about to leave telling your girl, all right, I'll be back later. I'm going to go to the open mic. And then you pour Jack Daniels into a coffee mug and get into a car with Matt Rivera
Mm-hmm.
and drive for 45 minutes. People
Yep.
would be like, oh, this is a documentary about a guy who's about to end his life.
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
Yeah, that's kind of fair, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not inaccurate. I like a little drinky poo.
No, I get it. I wish I could drink sometime. I don't wish I could drink or do drugs, but I do wonder how I would be able to perform stand up if I did.
I don't know, because people always say that they think that it gets. I don't know. You could fall into this where you think that it gets you more loose and you like have more
Yeah,
fun.
I don't want to be drunk.
I'm
I
the
don't like
opposite.
being drunk on stage, but if I have it's like 2 beers or like maybe 2 or 3 shots of like some sort of liquor and it's like that's just enough to calm the nerves. I'm loose, but I'm not belligerent. I'm not like stammering over my words. It removes like that barrier between like my brain and my mouth. It's where like if I think something's funny, I say it. Like it's not.
I have the
Danger.
opposite problem, dude. If I get drunk, every thought I have is not about comedy. Like
What is it about?
It's just like I can't do every time I've tried to do stand up drinking, it goes okay, but it's like in my head I'm just not.
Josh
even
is like,
thinking
how
about
hot are the waitresses at
Yeah.
this club?
yeah, literally. I'll like go on stage and be like, "What the fuck?"
Give
was-
a round of applause to the waitress.
I have to really time my come and go jokes. It throws off the time.
So what I hear people say a
It
lot,
fucks up my timing and everything. It
I'll
does.
ask somebody about a set and they'll be like, oh, dude, it was so good. I had just the perfect amount of drinks. I was like right in that sweet spot. But then I'm like, I don't know if I want my best to be a roll of the dice on how many IPAs I had before my set. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Yeah, no, it's
'Cause-
not. That's the thing. Like, I don't even. I'm never even really buzzed while I'm up there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel inebriated at all. It's a very tiny bit, just enough to like. There's 0 nerves, and there's 0 like. It's like that social where it's like, you know, when you have like a drink or 2 in you and you're more sociable. It's like that. It's
Okay.
like I'm loose and I can
I'll have
relax.
2 drinks. I can do karaoke now.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not a big fan of a drink or two.
Well, that's your
Yeah.
thing where you're like, I wish I could like drink and go on stage and see how that's like. It's like, yeah, but the problem is you can't have 2 drinks.
No, I don't do well with only doing two.
Would you drink a lot when you were using?
Yeah,
drugs?
I mean, no. So once I got onto hard drugs, I didn't really like drinking, but it was a socially acceptable thing for me to do when I was trying to be sober in those times. So nobody would be on my ass about it. So I would
Right.
drink, and when I drank, I drank. Like it
Of
was,
course.
and that's how I started. Like I started drinking in high school, like sharing 30 packs with the boys,
Yeah.
and then like splitting them with one of my friends, and like knocking back like 15 in a night, and then weed and like K2 and shit like that, and then I started trying pills, and then I was like, this is way better.
Yeah.
So-
Pills are better. To be
Pills
fair.
are way better. They're so
They're
much
so
easier.
good.
They make your tummy warm.
I in high school, me and my 2 boys got our hands on a 24-pack of Bud Heavy.
Bud Heavies, dude.
Bud
that's
Heavy.
That's a tough order to put 12 of those down.
Yeah,
a
Well, it was
dozen
three,
Bud
it was
Heavies.
3 of us. It was 3
Oh,
of us.
okay, okay, but still, that's 8
we went
apiece.
to the place where we went to drink them at was there was a house in our neighborhood that was up for sale, and it was like they were friends with my parents, but they moved to a different house, and this house was for sale. We knew it was empty,
Great move.
so we just chilled on their patio furniture, and we just drank a 24-pack of Bud Heavy.
Yeah.
And then we're all hammered 16-year-olds. So we sunk all the empties into the pool.
Smart.
And then the very next day they had an open house. And he I don't know how they figured out it was us, but like he went to my house and like talked to my stepdad, and he's like, I know it was your kid. We had an open house and there's fucking 20-something beers at the bottom of my pool. And I
Now,
was like,
is your stepdad the kind of guy who's like, I'm going to talk to Jeff about this? Or is he the kind of guy who's like, you can't prove shit, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
well, when the guy came over, he was like, none of my beers are missing, so I don't know how they got beer.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. And then when the guy left, he was like, did you do that? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, don't fucking do that.
Yeah, come on.
What are you-
So he's somewhere in between. He's cool, but not totally void of responsibility.
Yeah, he's not going to rat me out to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
neighbor,
yeah.
but he's
That's
also
nice.
not going to be like, nice.
I got
Yeah.
my friend who lives in like Tennessee. He's in the Army. He was home on leave, and we went out to the bars. This is like 2 years ago. We went out to the bars and got absolutely hammered. And his stepmom had made chili the night prior for dinner.
Sick.
And so we go back to his house, and it's like, I don't know, it's like 3 a.m. and I pass out on the couch, and I guess he, in his drunken he went and warmed up the chili, and then ate it and made a fucking mess everywhere, and then put the bowl next to me on the table where he fell asleep, spilled it all over the carpet, then went to bed. And then I woke up the next morning to his stepmom freaking out, screaming at me, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" Fucking, he framed me for eating chili, dude. He's like, "There's chili everywhere." She's like, "Get the fuck out of my house. You fucking think this is a frat, you piece of shit. I have to pay to clean this, blah, blah, blah." And then,
Oh, man,
he,
dude.
by the way, wakes up in the middle of this, comes out, looks at me, and then goes back to bed. He didn't even stand
Damn,
up. It was
dude.
crazy. I got framed for eating chili, and
what a piece of shit.
yeah,
Dude,
dude.
I gotta-
Shout
I
out
got-
Blake.
Fuck you, Blake.
Blake, what the fuck, man?
Blake, yeah, dude.
You chili eating ass bitch.
I got
chili eating ass bitch.
I got hammered at my boy's house, and then I outdrank everybody. So I had the worst hangover the next day. And then my 2 friends went to like the beach, and I just stayed sleeping. And I woke up at like 4 in the afternoon. I was so fucking hungover. And I walk out, and it's just me and his mom, and his mom's downstairs, and she looks at me, and like I didn't really know her, and she was like, "This isn't a hotel," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I just grabbed my stuff and just flew down her stairs while she's yelling at me, and just ran to my car.
Dude, that's the most uncomfortable like experience is like I guess it mostly happens in high school or like college, maybe like when you're home from school. Is that what you guys do? I mean, I don't really know. But,
Yeah.
And is when you wake up and then you just have to like walk out and be like, hey, to just somebody's parents
Yeah,
that you
dude.
don't know. There's a possibility I've told this on here, but one time I went over to my friend's house. It was twins, Michael and William Jewell, who are can both. I'm sure they still can, but back then, I mean, I watched William put down like 25 Keystones in a night at like 17 years old.
Sick.
They can drink. And I would always drink with them. Their house, like their parents weren't cool with us partying, but they kind of like, his mom didn't know and his dad would kind of turn a blind eye. So they were the house that we often were like, hey, mom and dad, I'm staying over there. And then we'd go get fucked up and we could go back whenever, you know. They also lived right by the Taco Bell. Very convenient.
Oh, so
house.
convenient. Yeah, that's sick.
I have another Taco Bell thing that I want to bring up just to see if you guys remember, but I want to also tell this story. Is I end up blackout, like just fucking blackout drunk. And I guess at some point in the night, I had woken up and went to the corner of the room and pissed. And the way that their house was set up, that corner of the room was right above their parents' bedroom. And I don't know how this could be possible, but it was told to me the next day, somehow my piss got through and into their ceiling fan. And they woke up to my piss being fanned around their room. And he came up to me and he like came upstairs and I was just like blackout, like leaned against the wall with my dick in my hand. And then I met this man like a dozen times after that. Like I would just see him all the time. I'd be like, Mr. Jewel, you know? And it was just like, hey, you know, like, what do you do when you know you've been covered in somebody's piss? How do you respond to that? I'm a child, too. How do you respond to a child who you know has peed on you?
I definitely wouldn't let you in my house.
Ask R. Kelly.
Oh,
okay. That was a stupid joke. Sorry. That was gay.
He's just joshing.
I'm just joshing.
Yeah, I can't imagine that I would allow somebody in my house if they peed on me, even indirectly. But I went back multiple times.
Or just in general, if you pee in the house, not in the toilet, we're going to have a problem. I think it's weird when people pee in sinks.
We used to get fucked up at that house. Dude, they had a party there before any of us drank in like 8th grade. We all went over there. There was like I'm not kidding, like a pyramid built of Monster energy drinks. This dude, Joe Lewis, drank 16 of them. Nice. Which was foreshadowing for his life, by the way. I think he's doing okay now, but he had some rough goes of it.
Yeah.
Whatever drives a fucking 13-year-old to go, I'm going to drink the most Monster energy drinks here isn't coming from a good place. It's coming from a very dark place.
Yeah.
So what was he, just wired?
I don't know.
How
dude.
did he not have a heart attack?
Yeah, dude. At a certain point, you've got to cap out on what caffeine will do to you. But I can't imagine that
That's crazy.
Did his heart any good. I would have had a heart attack.
I would have too. I have a heart murmur.
You have a heart murmur?
Have we never talked about this?
Bro, you're
No.
like you're like
genetics.
a pug.
You really
just
are,
have
dude.
so many medical problems. You're like a
I don't have that many. Just a little heart murmur and
You have a heart murmur,
and
you
OCD.
have severe OCD, and we can't forget your biggest genetic defect, that
Yeah.
your hair is red.
yeah. Actually, you know what, dude? Fuck. I
can't-
should not breed
How long do you think you can be in the sun directly
without sunscreen.
without sunscreen?
I've gotten sunburn driving.
Yeah, dude, you're a pug. You're a human pug.
Yeah, you're a pug.
Yeah, dude. So, what was the original question that we were talking about?
Matt wanted to
heart
talk
murmur.
about Taco Bell.
My heart murmur. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Taco
no, but
Bell.
talk about your heart
My
murmur.
heart murmur. I have what they call they call it an athletic heart murmur. Basically, I have a heart murmur right now.
Quit bragging.
Yeah, I have a heart murmur right now, and so normal heartbeats are like ba bum, boo. Mine is like ba bum bum, boo. And so it's like different, and so it's a heart murmur just means there's a different. I don't know if this is true, by the way. I'm a retard, but it's just like it's not my heart rhythm is not the normal heart.
I
rhythm.
want you to stop. Just because millions and millions of people destroyed you online for spitting fake news and false facts.
Graveyard.
I want you to just say things with confidence, whether you think they're true or not.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I need you to just say
Yeah,
it. Be like,
it's
this
true.
is what a heart murmur is.
That is what a heart murmur is.
This is a medical podcast now.
Yeah, we are diagnosing you. If you're
We're
listening.
a Graveyard Shift podcast.
Graveyard
and
Shift
this
podcast.
is what we know.
But basically, what happens is my heart doesn't have but when I increase my heart rate, it goes away, which is weird.
Oh.
So it's like they call it an athletic one because then when you actually start working out, it goes away.
But you still take like pre-workout and shit.
Yeah,
that
of
can't
course,
be good
yeah.
for you.
And I wasn't supposed to join the military. They just didn't catch it.
Caught a blind eye.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the
Taco Bell.
era in Taco Bell history where they recently introduced the $5 box?
Yeah.
Do you remember the burrito they had that had the spicy Fritos in it?
Yep.
Do you remember the $5 box that they had with that? That was like that burrito. I want to say it had a cheesy gordita crunch in it, and then maybe like a taco and cinnamon twist. It was one of the best $5 boxes to ever exist in Taco Bell history.
Okay.
One night I got super high with I think I was with one of the twins. I don't know how one of them's a lawyer. I don't know what I should or shouldn't say about them. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny if I was with them.
Ooh, good lawyer talk.
I ate
allegedly.
Allegedly, I was with them. I can't
Just use it
confirm or
wrongly.
deny.
Objection.
I can confirm that I ate 3 of those, which is 3
15.
orders of cinnamon twists, 3 burritos, 3 cheesy gordita crunch, and 3 of at least one other thing, as well as 3 Baja Blast. Dude, that's what getting high when you're 16 is like, though.
Yeah, I was just gonna
That's
say.
the shit. I remember being at my boy Brennan's house, and like he was always very paranoid that his parents were gonna catch us, even if they were out of town or whatever. And it's fair, you know. Like he didn't want to. He was always a very nervous guy, but a fun guy to get high with. And one time I got high. You know those bags of chips that have a bunch of little bags of chips in it? I ate every one of those bags of chips.
Dude.
And he was like, "Dude, my mom is gonna know." And I was like, "She's not gonna know." He was like, "You ate all of our household chips. Every one of them is gone."
Dude, I had a friend named Van, and he
Wait, his name was Van?
it's Van. Yeah.
What was his last name? Helsing?
Ayo.
Wait, what did he hunt the Frankenstein?
His
Are
name
you
is
ju-
Van. He has a kid,
You're
and
just
now his
joshing.
kid's name is Minivan.
I've had enough of this.
No. So,
I've had enough.
so he's got a so in high school
Is
he's
his
like
wife's name Kara?
Whoa!
Oh, come on,
that was good.
yeah,
that
come
redeemed it. Caravan.
Yeah, come on, guys.
All right.
So he I can't think of any other Van. I'm trying so hard to think of a
He
Van
did it.
pun.
He did the best
yeah,
one.
he did
You
the best
gotta
one.
stop
We're
now.
moving
You
on.
can't.
We're
Best
moving on.
comedian here?
He
Just keep going.
Shut
So-
the fuck up, Jeff.
What did he say? What did
He
say?
said best comedian here. Keep going.
Yeah. What about the van? What color is the van, Jeff? Anyways,
Probably like a navy blue.
yeah.
Yeah. Something close to black.
Yeah. So he okay. Van. He's one of the he was him and I used to play World of Warcraft together. Very fun kid.
I was about to say this story better be good, but
It
now
is.
I know it's
It
not
is.
gonna be.
So he but he was like one of those kids that would like he would like play with staffs. He would find a giant stick and be like, "Oh, fucking, I'm a wizard."
That's kind of sick,
right.
but that is a
very-
telltale sign that your kid is gonna have trouble making friends.
So he was like, he's very, very funny
Like,
kid.
oh, you made a friend.
But he,
It's a ginger boy. Okay.
yeah, dude, he's also a ginger.
Oh no!
Him
Just
and
two gingers playing World of
Yeah.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
Playing. You're playing World of Warcraft, and he's in the back like.
I'm casting spells, and so is he in real life. But he would, him and 2 of his neighbors, and my cousin lived right next to him, so we would all, like all 5 of us, we would all carpool together to school. And we would get high beforehand, and sometimes I don't know when it started, but we started getting to school, like we would start leaving to meet up earlier and earlier so we could smoke weed, and then that turned into we would go to McDonald's, which then turned into
Hell yeah.
McDonald's breakfast every morning, which turned into my friend Van wanting to he called it feeding the wizard, and he would
Of course he did.
and
This kid sucks.
No, listen.
Or does he
Listen,
rock? It's a very
listen.
fine line.
So we would drive to this house, and we would eat all of our food in front of this house, and then we would just throw all of our fucking trash into the yard of the thing, and he called it feeding the wizard.
Wait,
every
day?
every day. Listen to this.
I like
And so-
this.
And so we would call it feeding the wizard. And I'm talking like maybe not every day, maybe like 2 or 3 times a week, enough that we were doing it frequently. Well, then one day we do it, and this girl comes into class, and she's crying. And she's like, "I'm so sorry I'm late." She was always late to class. She's like, "I'm so sorry I'm late. I've just had enough." And she's like, "I keep having to pick up trash in my front yard." And it was this girl and then I ended up talking to her about it like 3 years later. And I was like, "You remember when you came in late to Miss Foley's class?" I was like, "Was that like, what happened?" And then she told me, like, people kept throwing McDonald's, and my parents bought like a Ring camera, and like we still like we could see the car, but we could never get the license plate, and like my dad would wait outside, but like some nights they wouldn't be there. It was us. It was
Every
us
morning?
the entire time.
That's so funny.
And it
That's
was like,
awesome.
And I was like, "Fuck, dude." So yeah, that was feeding the wizard.
That's
That
weird.
rules.
That
Feeding
is
the
a-
wizard with Van.
That's a weird thing that you do when you're young is you make like nicknames for activities. we used to call smoking weed hitting home runs because when we first started smoking weed, we had these little one hitters. You know the one hitters that are painted like a cigarette, like you're gonna fool anybody.
Yeah.
And but they also had other one hitters that like look like a bat. So it was like, you're going to hit the bat, we're going to hit a home run. It was very cute. All of it's very cute.
My dad calls like oneies left-handed cigarettes.
Oneies?
Yeah, like one
hitters?
One hitters, yeah. Lefties.
Left hand. Oh, well, that's
Left-handed
a.
cigarettes.
I think that's
that's
a
a good term
old
for a
school
joint
term.
too. Yeah.
We got ran
So
up
funny,
on once. It was my buddy who used to sell weed. Shout out Dave. And he sold
Dave.
my brother and I a half ounce, and then he bought the other half. And we had two separate cars. My parents' neighborhood has like a dump in the front of it, like a bunch of like green dumpsters where people have to take their trash.
Yeah.
And we pulled up there with two cars. Each car rolled like a separate blunt, and we were just like, we were gonna go play basketball, but we just had two cars there.
Bizarre activity to do post blunt.
We used to do that a lot.
I used to
we
play
used to
basketball
smoke and then
high all
go
the
play
time.
coop.
I didn't really like going to do.
I used to take like giant gravity bong hits or take dabs and then go play basketball.
We used to get high before baseball practice.
and then sweat it all out in the first game, be sober as fuck.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
But we used
I
to-
think and obviously this makes sense, I just valued how long and intense the high was more than you guys did,
Yeah.
which checks out.
Well, I liked getting high and then doing activities. But anyways, we like went to the dump and we were all in like these cars, and we're all just hotboxing these two separate cars. And this lady walks up and like knocks. I'm in my boy Dave's car. My brother's car is over here, and this lady like knocks on my brother's window, and he freaks out. And he flips it in reverse and slams it and just goes straight into a dumpster. And he was like, we got to the basketball court. He's like, he had like a bright red Dodge Caravan, or not a Dodge Caravan, a Durango. And he was just like, my fucking car.
I like how you started the story. You were like, we got ran up on. And then it made me think of a time that I got robbed at gunpoint. And then you were like, this old lady knocked on her window.
No, it was
like,
enough.
yeah.
It was enough to spook a bunch of 16-year-olds. Just a lady being like, "What are you doing
That's
in
actually
there?"
the scariest thing you can
That
see
is
if you're a 16-year-old kid getting high. It's a white lady knocking at your window.
Honestly, that
I
sounds
called the
scarier than the
cops.
story that I thought about, which was relatively scary. But I went to buy weed from my dealer at the time, who I have jokes about. I don't know if I should I?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna say his name on. I mean, it's not his legal name. I
Right.
know his legal name. I'm not gonna
Yeah, no,
it.
say that one. Say that
yeah,
one
yeah.
into the camera.
But I
You
went
say his
and
name
I
on
used,
stage.
Yeah, I know, but it's different. You're
And you
live.
played
You're
me
there.
His, you
I'm
played
not-
me his mixtape on the way to a show once.
I did. He really does have a mixtape. By the way,
is it fire?
No.
There's one song that I like, but I think it's simply because of nostalgia, and it's got a hard enough beat that it's okay.
Right.
It's
beat
very
carries.
it's very funny that he raps about serving to the fiends, and it's like he's rapping about you.
Yeah, you're in
That's
the
me.
That's such a roundabout funny logic to like, you know, this guy because he sold you heroin, and then you listen to his mixtape, and his mixtape is about how he makes money selling drugs to drug addicts.
Drug addicts are self-centered. I love listening to songs about myself, man. That's how it goes. I love that. So I went to buy weed from him.
I wanted to hear the story. Yeah,
I am going
was
to tell the
excited,
story.
Yeah.
I went to buy weed from him, and this was I went and bought weed from him and other things, but mostly weed for 2 years, twice a week, every week. We had like a semi-formal relationship. I'd met his baby mama. I sat on his baby on accident that one time. That really did happen. I also played basketball with him for 2 summers when we were in like 5th and 6th grade. Not that I don't.
Oh,
even
you were
know
the
if
same age
he
as him?
necessarily remembered. Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I was picturing him being older.
No, he's my age, might be a year or two older, but but it had been like 2 years, and I knew that I probably shouldn't trust him, but whatever. But like a couple months before that, I had given him money. He was like, "I'm gonna go get it." He was like, "Bet." I was like, "Bet," and then he was like, "Dude, I can't get it tonight," and I'm like, "He has my money," but then he came through the next day and he brought it. It was all there, every fucking gram of it. I was like, "Okay, cool, I can trust him." So I get me and this other guy are going to go in. We're going to buy in like a quarter pound or something. And we pull up to this house.
Nice.
He pulls up. This house is in an area that's just being built. And it's literally like empty lots, empty houses. This one house, all the lights on, 4 Mercedes and BMWs in the driveway. I'm not joking, 10 people pull up, go in and out of this house in the 10 minutes that I was there waiting for him. He pulls up, gets in the car. Yeah, this is how much takes my money. I watch him walk into the house. We sit there, 10 minutes go by, 15. But I call him like 20 minutes in. He's like, yeah, no, they're weighing it right now. I'm coming out, blah, blah, blah. Another minute goes by, whatever. I call him. He's not responding anymore. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, we just got. Like, I know it at this point. I'm like, God damn it. And so we get out. I get out of the car with this other dude who's like a short, stocky black dude. He's pissed. I'm like tall, goofy, pudgy white guy with like my Justin Bieber cut. We go to the door of this trap house. This is literally what it was. They open the door. It's 3 guys. All of them have guns. Every one of them has a gun. One of them is like a D1 fucking linebacker.
Yeah.
The other one is the skinniest small black guy I've ever seen with like, I mean, his eyes, he had to be, he was probably rolling. He was probably on Molly or something like that. And he was just like staring me down. And then the other guy was just like a very normal, pudgy, like black dude. And he was just, I was like, is he in there? Fuck.
I can cut it out.
Can you cut it out?
Just
That's
bleep
so
it.
funny.
Just
though.
bleep it.
I'll
Just bleep it,
I'll
please.
bleep that.
Don't forget, 'cause
that's
I really
so funny. That's so fucking funny, dude.
While you're at it, is there in there?
Jesus Christ.
Bleep it, please. We're probably roughly 40 minutes in here, so that's just give you a time frame of when to bleep it, please. And they're like, they're just like, I don't know what you're talking about. They gaslit me before I knew what gaslighting was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know you know him. I've seen you guys with him before. Like, I recognize these guys. They weren't like new people. I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
I know who you guys are. Like you know. And they were like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I start to get pissed. Jerry is on the verge of fighting these guys. And I'm like, probably not a good idea. I don't know if you brought your gun. I sure didn't bring mine. Okay.
Yeah.
And so we just like argue back and forth. And eventually I'm like, all right, let's just go. And right before I leave, one of them like puts a gun up and is like, don't fucking come back here or tell anybody that you were here. And I was just like, I just didn't say anything. I just like walked off. Scariest moment of my life. A month later.
Stop saying the fucking name. I
If
don't
you're
want to
mad
have to edit
that
this so
Matt
much.
is saying this on a podcast, his address that he lives at now is
No. Yeah, he's not coming out here. He's got other shit to worry
There'd
about.
be no
dude.
reason for him to.
DM me if you want the address.
I
I'll
also
send it to you.
don't even know if this would piss him off, to be honest. I just don't know him like that. He sent me a link to his mixtape like a month ago. And I was like, bet, I'll check this shit out.
No.
Dude.
After he unfollowed me, you fucking idiot. You think I'm going to follow you? You got more followers than you. What kind of rapper are you?
Boom, dude.
Anyways, I did like his old shit, though.
17.5 thousand followers on the Triple F Instagram, bro.
Thank you, by the way.
Fuck with us.
Thank
Hey,
you, guys. If you're here from that, thank you.
Mike
What were you going to
Jones.
say? Yeah.
Who?
Speaking of rappers who aren't relevant at all, Mike Jones
Commented on my video.
on
Our video. I don't like how you keep saying my.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Well, it's
Did you
on
cut
my
the clip?
page,
it's on the Triple F page, and you're a collaborator.
and I'm a collaborator on it. But he's talking to me.
Paris Jackson likes my video. How many followers does Mike Jones have? I bet not 4 million.
This is gay.
Yeah, but did she make Still Tippin'?
No, but she's Michael Jackson's daughter, bro.
Yeah, but she didn't write Beat It. Mike Jones wrote
Yeah,
Still
well,
Tippin'.
fucking Van, the wizard, still likes my stuff. So
Does he?
That
really?
rules. That honestly, that tops all of it.
yeah,
That's cooler because I bet he means it.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
means it.
He means it. He misses those days of you guys.
Van is the
casting
shit,
spells.
dude. Van's cool.
Van is a fucking stupid name.
Whoa.
No, it's not his fault. He didn't pick it, right?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know, man.
If his legal name is Van, he didn't pick it. That's one of the
What is
dumbest
it? What if
names.
it's? Can you? Yeah, that is. What's in?
Imagine having a baby
Yeah.
and being like, "This is Van."
Well, wouldn't it be short for like Evander? Like Evander Holyfield?
You think this guy's name is Evander? Like Evander Holyfield, the boxer? You think this ginger who likes to play with staffs is named after one of the heaviest hitters?
Bro,
in
I'm not saying
the
he's
named
boxing
after.
world?
I need to, we should watch what we say about him because he could be casting up a spell if he sees this.
Oh, good point. Good
Yeah.
point.
Good point.
He's
He could
also
be-
awesome.
He could
Yeah.
be fucking casting up a witch's brew.
Yeah, dude, it's a Zamorak brew. Any RuneScape players?
No.
What
We're
about
not
Sarah
doing-
Dahmen brew?
Damn, dude, I can't believe you have a girlfriend.
Dude, she's hot too. It makes no sense, dude.
Yeah, but
Does she play RuneScape with you?
She plays with me. So stupid.
Yes, Josh, we're assuming your girlfriend of 4 years has sex with you.
Yeah.
is it 4 or 2?
It's 2, but you know,
Regardless.
it's 14 and dog years. So
Let's kill him.
I was just about to say I want to fucking kill you.
Let's
That's
kill
literally what I was gonna say.
dog years because they die faster.
Not my dog.
Did you
She'll
know
live
they
forever.
actually recalculated dog years? They literally did. I saw this. They recalculated dog years apparently because the way they age changes as they get older. So it's not as simple as being like 7 for every 1 year. They changed it.
Who's they? I'd like to know who's conducting these. First
The
of all,
dog age people.
cancer still exists, and our elections are being hacked by Russia. Work on that.
Allegedly.
Work on that.
Allegedly.
TikTok.
Let's
I like TikTok.
what?
Nice, dude. Sick.
What's
Keep
wrong
going.
with you, dude? We're
I don't know.
talking.
I've been thinking about
Are you
TikTok.
breaking?
I'm gonna look up.
The,
look up dog
our
years.
Josh bot's running out of batteries.
TikTok.
I'm gonna.
Oh, the
I'm
clock
gonna
don't
look
stop.
it up.
That's
Get
what I was
hot,
trying to, but I didn't
and
remember
you
how it
turn the
went.
speakers up tonight.
Yeah, there's like a curve. So I
You
don't
know
know
what?
if they changed it.
Hot,
I think it's
hot
just.
take. I think Kesha's better thick. I like thick
I don't
Kesha.
even know what
I
she
don't
looks like
remember.
to
I
Josh,
can't believe
so.
that you're interrupting this to talk about a pop star who none of us have seen a picture of in 10 years. You've seen.
What was her song?
You've seen recent pictures of Kesha?
I saw the video where she tries to hug Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah,
and he's like,
that's
no,
funny,
and
dude.
she's a little thick there. I like Kesha's put on a little weight.
Is she?
I like
Last
it.
Friday night.
That's Katy Perry.
What is Kesha besides TikTok?
TikTok.
TikTok. I don't know.
Does she just come on? She has come
Kesha.
on. I don't know.
Kesha. I think that might be Lady Gaga. Kesha specializes in songs that you hear in the background of anywhere that you might be, and it doesn't even catch your attention.
Yeah,
That's what it. That's what that kind of music
Yeah,
is.
you're at like a fucking like H&M and it's like in the background.
Exactly.
pounding.
Yes,
and you don't
it's,
think about
it's
it.
Forever 21 music.
Yeah.
Yes,
dude.
100%. So, yeah, Kesha sucks. Lady Gaga's cool though. I fuck with Lady Gaga.
What were you gonna say about the curve? The curvature?
Nothing. There's just like it's not as simple as every year 7 years. I saw a chart and it's more like it curves like this, so it kind of tapers off. I didn't look at any of the charts. I just thought you guys might
And
want
then
to
double check that to make sure that Lola will live forever.
Yeah, it does say here that Jeff Dolezal's
I knew
dog
it.
Lola
I
will
knew
live
it.
forever.
I
It
knew
does
it.
say that on scitechdaily.com.
What
right
about-
now.
Perfect.
What about-
Perfect.
Hazy.
You
No.
have there's some I got some bad news for you, Josh.
No, dude.
Both of your dogs are dead right now. They're dead at your house right now.
You just smash cut to
Toby.
Josh's house, and Josh's girl she's just dragging a corpse on a leash. Come on, boy. It's just like,
It's like that Leonardo. What's that movie? Leonardo DiCaprio and his fucking wife kills the kids in the bathtub.
Inception.
No,
it's Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island,
Yeah,
yeah, sorry.
yeah. I come home. She's like, the kids are playing in the bathtub.
And they're
Like, the
fucking
dogs are
blue.
just- oh.
That's a
What
fucked
would
up
you?
movie.
It's a
What
fucked
would
up
you? What do you think your honest reaction would be if, like, you woke up one morning, you let your dogs out, you went back out, and they were just slaughtered in the backyard?
I would be-
horrified.
I would grab a gun and I'd be like, "What the fuck
You're
happened?"
gonna cry, or
Yeah.
you're gonna be upset. Like, how are you gonna? You're gonna cry?
Dude, I think about how.
Yeah,
like
probably.
a pussy,
Dude, like a fucking woman.
like a lady.
I think about all the time. I'll be having a good day and I'll look over at my dogs. I'll be like playing with them and then I'll just be like, "Damn, dude! In like 15 years, they'll have been dead, dude."
Dude, 15 years is generous, dude. They're gonna be, those big ass dogs are gonna be dead in just shy of a decade, I bet.
Dude, stop, dude. No, they'll live longer than that. My parents had a yellow lab for like 15 and a half years. And that
Dude,
was like quality of life, too. It was
My dog, my family dog, Scamp, R.I.P., lived to be fucking 19 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The last year or two was
It's not gonna be
pretty
good.
stinky and pretty weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like one time,
Yeah,
like
there's nothing worse than a dog that people refuse to put down.
it was wild. No, it was wild. Looking back on it, there was probably the last year we could have put him down, but we loved him. But my mom one time, he was like being weird, didn't eat for literally like a week and a half, and she took him to the vet. And like everybody said their goodbyes, like we were all like, "This is it, like Scamp's gone." And then she came back and just walked in with the dog, and she was like, "He had vertigo. He's totally fine.
How
He's
do you
back."
Prove that.
Yeah, he was just dizzy."
Yeah.
And we were all like, "I love you. This dog has been in my life since I was like
Of course,
fucking
yeah.
5."
Yeah.
And we're like, "I love you." And he's like, "This motherfucker was dizzy as hell."
Yeah.
You know?
Could you imagine if the dog could talk though? He's just like, I'm dizzy. Please don't kill me.
Please don't.
Chill,
Chill,
dude. Chill. What the fuck, dude?
You know,
You guys are gonna do what?
that reminds me how often, like, if you have like very old grandparents, how often like you'll get a phone call that's like, grandma's about to go. This is it. This is about to be the one. And then they're like, oh no, actually she's fine. And then they live another couple months, and then you get that phone call. It's like, I'm ironing suits every 2 weeks for this bitch.
I literally like have been through. My granddad just passed like a week or 2 or 3 weeks ago. My dates are all fucked up. Rest his soul. Love him very much. I don't know if he loved me. He never said it. So I'm not
R.I.P.
sure.
Peepaw.
Yeah, no, not Peepaw. Peepaw died a while ago. This is granddad.
Okay.
Same thing though. Like in the 80s, he had like a quadruple bypass, and they were like, he's got 10 years, and then lived well past that. And then in like 2010, my mom left a family trip to go back because they were like, he's not gonna make it. And then another 10 years later, he's fallen a dozen times. He's
So
had his hip
selfish.
replaced. So selfish. This selfish fucking guy.
Dude,
That's fucked.
One of my ex-girlfriend's grandma would constantly tell us, like, every time we'd come over, she'd be like, this might be the last time I see you. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Dude, that's what that's how they get.
My grandma would
They
constantly
guilt
be
trip
like,
you.
I want to die.
Really?
Yes. And I would be like, you don't mean that. And she'd be like, seriously, I hate this.
I have nothing left. Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
You
But
wanna-
also, you know, you can say that to me. You died when I was like 26. No,
Yeah.
she died like 2 years ago. I was like 28. And I was like,
You're 43.
yeah, I'm actually 47. But she would always just be like, I want to go. And I'm like, that's fine. But like, maybe chill around like my 12-year-old cousin saying.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah,
I get
dude.
it. I've been alive 26 years. I've wanted to be dead for a while. I can't imagine
Yeah.
3 times this. But chill out around the kiddos,
Relax
man.
around the kids.
You want to know something funny?
She'd see like my 11-year-old cousins. She'd be like, Grandma is ready to die, sweetheart. She'd be like,
No, Grandma, you're gonna live forever.
They're doing the fucking Fortnite dance.
What kind
and
of
she's like,
curse
"Just
would
kill
that
me."
be?
she's like, how? What are you in 5th grade? Come here, put that pillow over my face.
You got what? How much do you weigh? You could sit
Yeah.
on.
She actually had a thick Scottish accent, and she would
Really?
just be like, I'm ready to die. Like, chill,
Ready to go.
chill.
I don't
I'm
know
ready.
if that's
I'm
good.
ready to go.
That's Irish. That's
She was,
really Irish.
yeah, that was really
I
Irish.
don't know the difference, to be honest.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
She was
Whoa.
she was also very skeptical of her in-home nurses. She'd be like, who are these black ladies in my house? I'd be like, all right, relax. They're here to help.
Yeah, because something like that, when you're old and confused, isn't racist until you bring the race into it. Like, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be weird to be like, who are these people in my house? But when you're like, who are these black ladies in my house? It's like, all right, ease up. I feel like you might be about to say it. Like, relax,
yeah.
you know?
Oh, she did say it.
I bet.
She did
With
say
an
it.
Irish accent.
With a Scottish accent. Yeah,
Well,
you
she-
piece
What
of
is-
shit.
What is the difference?
She's dead.
She-
Honor her.
They're completely different countries.
How do you say Scott? How do you say
Scottish.
Scottish?
Scottish.
Oh, Scottish. Yes, sir.
Shut
Jesus
the fuck
Christ.
Oh, I
up.
wear a
man.
kilt and I hit me wife.
That's not Scotland, is it?
Yeah,
That's
it is.
Ireland that wears the fucking kilt.
No, that's
Scottish people
Scotland.
wear the-
That's
Is
a
it?
kilt. Yeah,
Yeah.
Scottish is a kilt.
Scottish kilts.
But I remember
Irish the
getting
potatoes and lack thereof.
a phone call from my mom, and she was like, I can't deal with her today.
Don't fucking shush me. Don't shush me.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was wondering when you were going to let us in. I literally was looking at Jeff and I just went, shh. And he was like, yeah. Okay. And then he was like, wait, what the fuck? Dude?
Okay, sorry. Your grandma's dying. Whatever.
Did you guys had like a big funeral and everything?
For my grandma, no, because she didn't really know anybody. For my
God,
grandfather,
that's sad as fuck.
no, for my grandfather, we had a big funeral at like a golf course by his house. But my grandma, she was like, she knew her family, and like that was it. So, and she was cremated, and then we just like went to their house, and that was really it.
Dude, for my granddad, right before he was gonna die, he got my uncle. He came over and he was like, we would always go to this Mexican restaurant called Ted's in Oklahoma City. It's fucking delicious. It's like a Tex-Mex place. And he was like, what I want you guys to do, I have $17,000 in a bank account. I want you to take whoever you want to Ted's when I die. And dude, that's what we did.
Yeah,
he died right before I went home last time for that wedding. We all went to Ted's.
Morgue night.
Some of my fam had marg, mostly
Yeah.
the kids, like my brother and like my dude. My cousin, who's a 19-year-old girl, just really confidently ordered like 4 margaritas, and they were like, all right, and just brought them.
Yeah,
I was like, there's no
Dude.
rules in Del City, Oklahoma, man. As long as you're not on meth, which
Dude,
most of them are.
That's actually a very nice story.
What song?
It was cool.
I actually
Yeah, that's
really,
tight.
I actually
It was
really,
cool. We all
that just-
went.
That made me
We
feel
enjoyed
something.
it. Everybody was there.
Just
We
that-
didn't do the whole funeral thing
Yeah,
and all that. Because same
Yeah,
thing.
that's tight.
I thought about
Yeah.
it when you started explaining it more. My granddad didn't have like a ton of friends. Like
No,
they're all dead.
They're all dead.
or they're too old to like travel
Dude,
anywhere.
Right,
oh,
yeah.
I remember at my grandma's funeral. My grandma died when she was like 93, like 3 years ago, and then she had an older friend who was like 98 who came to her funeral.
That
Ew.
person's whole life
It
is
was-
funerals.
Dude,
That's all that
it
person
made me
does.
Imagine
so
that, dude.
sad.
Yeah.
She was hooked up to a breathing machine in the
Ah.
back and like had people, and I just remember being like, "Fuck, dude, that made me more sad than my grandma dying."
Yeah.
That's that
Just a
woman's
creature in
life,
the back of the
dude.
room.
Yeah.
A gargoyle. What song would you want at your funeral?
Oh.
What song? As they're lowering the casket, what song do you want played?
I might just hit it raw. That's how my element.
It's a good
Element
one.
by
skin.
Pop Song.
Love a
You're-
melanin.
You die prematurely, so your mom and dad are there. They're bawling their eyes out, and Pop Smoke plays in the background.
Dude, that is something that's it's both very sad but also very funny. I went to a kid died who I was in school with, and they hooked up his iPod,
Oh,
and then
fuck,
they were playing
bro.
music at his visitation.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my god.
So it was both the saddest thing because it was like he loved this song, and then it would literally be like this time, this
Oh.
place.
Imagine somebody like that's their idea, right? They just hook up somebody's iPod. They're like, we're gonna put it on shuffle, and they put it on shuffle, and then the Triple F podcast.
This podcast is brought to you by.
This broadcast, you could win a fucking gun.
How did he die? Gun violence.
Yeah, fuck.
What
That'd be
song?
fire,
What song
dude.
do you want? Caskets lowering into the ground.
First Day Out by Gucci Mane.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah,
answer.
I know.
Which is hilarious because I'm going somewhere I'm not gonna get out of.
Yeah.
yeah. But that's
First day.
goated.
First day of your soul out of your body.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
You wouldn't get buried the same day.
No, that's a good point.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point. I worked at
Don't
a
do
funeral
that.
Maybe
home.
the
Don't.
maybe the way I die.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it might be the first day. Might get buried.
Casket
Yeah.
lowering into the ground. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I want that Halo theme song, baby. That's what I want. Mhm. That's actually,
Somebody
you know what?
coming, or is that the music?
You know what? I want a chorus of monks singing the Halo theme song when I die. That's what I want.
That's kind of sick.
That'd be fucking
sick. Dude, that would be sick.
That's fucking lit. Hell yeah.
I want let
Dude,
him
now I'm
gun,
so excited to die.
let him gun sounds by
kill
Waka
him.
Flocka.
Ooh, I like that.
Bring them out, the boys in town.
You made that. Is that
Ring alarm, them boys in town.
you just
What's
made
that?
that sound like a classic rock song? That's how white you are. You made Waka Flocka Love and Gum sound like you like Bruce
Bring 'em
Springsteen. Bring them out. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
I got a gun.
Oh
From
god.
the
I like
Eagle to the
I like
chopper.
Karma.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
that
tell
whole
my
album,
lawyer to get my back for all the crazy shit I did.
Dude,
Call me back
Flockavelli
home.
is
So good.
One of the better start to finish albums that like of like that genre of rap.
Yeah. Love
of
it.
that just
Trap.
like drill, like Atlanta drill. Because most honestly, I love rap music. I've always loved rap music. But most rap albums are 2, maybe 3 songs, and then the rest just like mid.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing about Waka Flocka is he is for sure a lyricist.
You're out of your fucking mind.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You gotta
Well,
be fucking.
Waka's a guy who
kidding, I just-
understands. He's like, I'm a
just
fucking
kidding.
dumbass.
Yeah,
Who just screams
Dude,
over hard ass beats, and it's like,
Do you
hell
remember
yeah.
him getting in the fight at the bowling alley when he just fucked that dude up on video?
Waka's
No.
a big guy.
He's huge,
He's a
dude.
big
Oh, you don't
dude.
want to fuck with him.
There's a video of him charging some guy on their bowling, and I remember it was on Twitter, and he just beat the fuck out of this dude. And I didn't realize. I looked it up afterwards. He's like 6'4".
He's a big
big guy.
motherfucker.
Not
That's
a
So
big
is
boy.
Gucci. Gucci's big as fuck too. Gucci's like 6'2" or
Didn't
something
2
like
Chainz
that.
play fucking college basketball?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he was.
You
he
know
was
what's very
good, too.
funny is 2 Chainz has that line in Mercy where he's like money tall like Jordan. 2 Chainz is taller than Jordan.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
very
good point.
funny to make a bar that's like my money's taller than Michael Jordan. It's like you're taller than Michael.
You know what I love about Waka Flocka is that he was Love Them Gun Sounds, Karma, just that whole drill album, Hard in the Pain, Oh Let's
Yeah.
Do It, all that hard shit. And then he took mushrooms a couple times, and now he's just talking about building wealth, 401ks, and spiritual enlightenment. Like
Yeah.
it's
I haven't even
wild.
I haven't
Oh,
seen any of
dude,
his
look
stuff
at
lately.
some of his newest shit. It's like
Wait, he does this in songs?
no, he's just.
Oh,
I don't
I
even
thought
know
you
if
were
he
funny
raps
stuff.
anymore. Another funny thing about Waka Flocka is during his heyday or right after it, he was big in the fraternity college scene. Like he would perform at fraternities. I guarantee you, I know
Oh,
15 people from separate universities who have a Waka Flocka story.
Yeah.
Whether they
Oh,
got
I do
drunk with
too.
him or sold him
Yeah.
Molly or weed or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when you think about it, it's like he just loved partying, and those fraternities pay out the
Bro,
ass.
Oh,
a
yeah.
fraternity party with Grove Street Party playing. My God.
Yeah.
My
The
God.
amount of
Oh,
white pussy.
Dude, the
That's
amount of
probably what he was
the
in
amount
for,
of
too.
Probably
roofies
true.
being dropped into
Okay,
drinks
relax.
is crazy.
Dude,
Relax.
I'm saying this about frat boys.
I remember they canceled.
don't have a good rep.
He was supposed to come to Cedar Falls, Iowa, in like when we were in high school, and the university was like, we're not allowing it. And then,
Really?
Yeah. Then I think University of Iowa picks up like a frat there, picked it up, and then
Of course.
everybody went from there to there. It was a big thing. I almost went, but then my parents weren't going to let me go from Iowa City was 2.5 hours away.
We
Cedar
were
Falls
supposed
was
too
to.
far?
We were supposed to get
Cedar
a.
Falls, yeah, for when I was 17.
We were
Oh,
supposed to get a
17.
Lil Wayne concert at the University in North Florida. They canceled that. I don't know if he canceled it or they canceled. I don't know what happened. And then his replacement, after tickets were already sold, was Asher Roth, and everyone was like, everyone was so
No.
mad. Everyone
He
was
had
so
I
one
mad.
song-
hate college,
Yeah, that was
but
the
love
only
all
of
the
the pod.
parties.
First of all, first time I heard that song,
Ugh.
loved it. It was so good.
In about 2006 or 7, that was a decent song.
And then
I will say I hated that song, but his mixtape Pabst and Jazz, very good.
I haven't.
Paps and Jazz.
Very
Pap
good
Smears and
mixtape.
Jazz.
Very good mixtape.
Paps Smears
It's
and
very like Action Bronson-y, who I love.
The Action Bros is fucking.
I
awesome.
love Action.
Yeah, I like Action Bronson.
Another dude that like got famous off of other shit, and it's like, can you please go back to rapping? Can you stop making cooking shows? I get that that's cool and it brings you money, but like,
Wasn't he?
can
He
you-
was a chef before rapping, though, right?
Yeah, but it's like, can you rap, dog? I
Dude,
liked you rapping.
He still does
Yeah.
rap, but his show "Fuck is delicious." Fuck that's delicious is
So
so
good,
good. It's
so
so
good.
funny.
Yeah, it's good,
It's
but
him, Big
rap.
Body Bess, and whatever the other
Who
guy's
is
name.
so funny.
Who's a psychopath. He's that borderline where it's like you're either the funniest person I know, but one tick above that, you're the most annoying person to ever exist. And that's a fine line when
Yeah,
you're that
yeah,
high
yeah.
energy, but he's fucking hilarious. And then they just go, they do what I want to do. They're on the road performing and they eat amazing food, and every restaurant they go to treats them like fucking royalty.
Yeah.
They're like, how about this? How about we just bring you everything I think is amazing?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
yeah.
How about you don't pay for any of it? Sweet.
Love
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. Bring it out.
There was a clip of Big Body Bess on the internet of him telling a dude on the street that his mom was a lesbian and that she still owed him a wrench. And that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard.
What's
I
a
don't
wrench?
get any of that.
There's a guy on the street and he's like, your mother's a fucking lesbian. She still owes me a wrench.
Is
What's
Wrench
that?
Street for something? Or
No, it's like she owes me a tool. She's such a
Dyke.
dykey lesbian
Yeah.
that she owes me a
Oh.
working tool.
Are we allowed to say dyke? Is that like
Yeah.
a really
No, I think we can
derogative
say
thing
No,
to
we can
say?
say dyke.
Yeah.
Is dyke, and I'm only saying these words, is dyke
No.
equivalent
Mm-mm.
to It's not?
No. I knew where you were going, and I'm like, no. Before you
It's
say it,
not,
no.
though? Are you sure?
I have no idea.
You're comfortable saying one.
That's a great point, but I think it's because
But
I'm
also-
not afraid of women.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, are they women though?
Yes, they are, Josh. Don't
Yes,
do
they
that. Don't do that. Don't start misgendering people.
No, I
who are
wasn't
quite-
saying that. I'm saying
They're
if
women
you're
who
a-
have nothing to offer men, so they're worthless.
All right, I'm cutting this.
Everybody relax. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. All
Holy
women
fuck.
are worthless.
Yes,
Oh,
dude.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Leave it in.
Yeah.
I don't actually feel that way. But
Leave it in. We don't feel this way about anything we
nothing.
say. We're
we're
comedians.
riffing. But I get insecure. I get scared.
Stop being.
I get
We're
scared.
gonna-
I want to be
dude.
successful.
We're gonna lose.
I
our
just
fucking
want to be successful.
Dude, no. Dude, if our sponsor watches that, they're going to give us more money.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
for real.
we'll, yeah. We're gonna get sponsored. Never mind. It's gonna make a boxing glove sponsor joke.
The last election was a sham.
We don't have to do all that.
Fieldseats.com.
Sandy Hook didn't happen. All right, this week's episode of Triple F is brought to you by FieldSeats.com. Field Seats is an e-commerce website where they review firearms. So the deal with Field Seats is you pay for the review. There's different scales. Some start at 25, some go up to 60. They review guns, and then at the end, you get the opportunity. It's about 1 in 35 to win the gun that they're reviewing. You could get a free firearm for watching this review. So make sure you check that out. That's fieldseats.com. Use the promo code FFF. You'll receive 10% off of the review that you're purchasing. Again, that is fieldseats.com. Promo code FFF.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, what's more American than winning a fucking firearm, bro?
Support the boys. They're a veteran-owned company.
Veteran-owned company. You could win a Glock. You could win a Galil.
A Galil, dude. The Call of Duty weapon.
If
can
you've
win.
ever played Call of Duty, it could be real life. I mean, you don't have to go to war, but you could be ready for it. And all you have to do is go to fieldseats.com and use the promo code FFF.
Are you ready for the impending civil war? If not, go to fieldseats.com, use promo code FFF, and get 10% off the safety of your family.
Fieldseats.com.
It was nice having you for a sponsor when we did.
You can cut that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
They like our shit. They
They
know
do.
what's up.
Yeah.
That's
The
how I
public
feel.
school system is being taken over by the homosexual agenda. Promo code FFF.
Okay, that one we might have to cut.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just joshing.
Yeah, we're fine. We're just
What?
joshing.
Okay, I didn't like the high pitch with
I'm
it.
just joshing.
I do
That's
do
how
it
you
with a
say
high
it.
pitch.
You
Yeah,
do it with
say
a
it.
high pitch. You don't have a high pitch, but when you do the
Yeah,
joshing,
that's true.
you
You've
go up an
got-
octave.
You don't have a high pitched voice.
I don't
but
have a
you
deep
don't
voice
have
either.
A deep voice.
No, I don't have a
No.
man's voice. I don't have anything. I don't have any attributes of a man.
Sometimes people tell
What are
me
you talking
I
about?
have
You have a
deep
beard. You got
voice.
pretty big arms.
I got,
Yeah, dude, you're kind
but
of.
I'm insecure.
I've had people tell me that
Relax,
I have
buddy.
a
You're a
deep
man.
voice. And I'm like, that's because I'm bored and not talking to you the way I want to talk.
Yeah,
That's
if
'cause
I'm
you
if I'm
suck.
bored, I'm
Yeah.
low.
It's the same thought as when people tell me, "Oh, you don't seem like a comedian." I'm having a bad time.
yeah, dude, so much for people like, you're a comedian. I never hear you talk. It's like, 'cause I don't like being around you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You're-
that's all of my girls' friends.
You're unbearable. Yeah.
They're like, you say
No,
like,
my-
we'll go
no,
out to
my girls'
eat, and you'll
friends
eat
are
like four. You'll say like 4 words. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you guys,
I'm not having fun.
except for the ones that watch this. I love you.
Who watches this? Which one of your
I
girls
believe
friends?
Alex does. Shout out Alex.
Alex.
I,
One time, Alex.
Alex
do love
unfollowed me
Alex.
on Instagram.
well,
I
That
didn't
would be.
follow
That's
her.
that's an.
I didn't
well,
follow
then.
her.
yeah, that's one person who she's on top of her shit. If
Yeah,
unfollow
you know
her,
what?
she'll
Every
know.
once in a while, I see somebody follow me, and I look at their ratio, and I go, "It's a battle. It's just really a time bomb." I go, I don't fucking care about this person. I'm not even really saying this about Alex specifically, but I just go, I don't care enough to follow them. Their ratio is insane, though.
Mhm.
They follow 200 people and have 2,000 followers. They eventually will unfollow me.
Mhm.
I'm not going to follow them back, though. So it's really just a time bomb of when they're going to unfollow me.
True.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. Where are we
We're
at?
Where are we
good.
at?
We're done.
We're done.
We're
This
done?
is it. We've
We're
Thank
done.
God.
We've reached our contractual obligation. I like that Josh checked his phone like I'm not the timekeeper. Let me do something. I
Oh,
know.
it's just my phone vibrated.
Oh, you're just you bitches blowing your line.
Yeah, I got fucking.
Yeah, I got
I got
I got
yells, being like, "I miss
calling.
you," and I'm like, "I miss you so much."
All right, guys.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thank you for
Love
tuning
you.
in.
Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, rate the podcast. Go to fieldseats.com.
Win a gun.
Win a gun. Win a gun. If one of our we should do something like if one of our fans wins one of those guns.
Send them to us.
No, don't.
Oh.
Well, you can't. You certainly can't ship firearms.
You can't ship a handgun. You can ship long guns, I'm pretty sure.
So win the Galil.
Yeah.
Win the Galil. Send it to us and tell us what you want us to do with it. We will do it and film it, as long as it's not
A person. We're not gonna kill anybody, but we will light a car up.
Yeah.
With nobody in it.
Nobody's in it. Probably won't be somebody's car.
No.
You think I could file, like, if we just unloaded a clip into my car, I could file it like I could get like a new car? Because my front end's fucked.
Okay, here's what we need you guys to do.
Somebody
Actually
steal
use the fucking promo code FFF on Field Seats so they know that it's worth their investment, and maybe they'll send us a gun, and Field Seats will film content for you. It's not going to be good because we don't know firearms that well, but we will
Josh
shoot shit.
knows firearms.
That's true.
He better,
Probably-
at least.
Probably not as good as they do.
Yeah,
That's
but
their job.
You don't
You
need
know
to
how
know
to
firearms
operate
that
well.
well
Yeah, that's
to
true.
unload it at just... We'll just go in the woods and shoot at stuff.
Yeah, facts.
That'll be
facts.
fun.
Dude, we could go
Facts.
crow hunting.
You see a lot of crows
I don't
around
know.
here?
I don't
Look,
know
I'm
what
going to be
that is.
honest. If we go into the woods with a gun, we're going to go anything that moves hunting.
Yeah.
Facts. Don't be in the woods around us.
Jesus Christ. Send us a
Fuck
Galil, Field Seats.
All
Hey,
right.
homeless guys who might be in the woods, evacuate that thing.
Yeah, get out of there. Okay.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.